We've got a bad intersection in the center of town. We want to increase safety. We want to calm and slow down traffic by reducing the pave widths. We have a lot of curb cuts that are wide open, so if we have sidewalks going through there, it's not safe right now. We want to add turning lanes at the 106-1A intersection, which is going to mean widening the roads and hopefully preventing some of the backups we have now. And the big reason is we want to try and make the downtown better. So why are we doing it now? Again, we've got TIP funding for roughly $10.5 million. That could change, but we're on the list for 2026. That's hard to get, and we've got it. So we have to get going on the design. We have to get plans submitted, and we there's a schedule to make that money, or else we'll lose it. So right now we have a wide paved road. Cars come flying down South Street. Everyone complains about safety. It's you keep putting up speed limit signs, and nobody goes 25 down the street. By reducing the paved widths, we hope to slow down the traffic somewhat. We have to, the receipt of the state funds means we have to lay out the road with complete street standards. So that requires, everyone's been complaining about bicycle lanes that I've heard, but it requires that you have multi-use safety for pedestrians, for bicycles, for workers to use the road for deliveries. So we're trying to make the roads safer. The best approach that we think at this point is to have a offset 8-foot wide bike path instead of integrating the bike path into the travel lane. So we're going to reduce the paved widths to 11-foot travel lanes. We're going to have 3-foot wide shoulders. That's what road's going to reduce. That area that we're saving will be used for a grass or a buffer zone from the sidewalk, and then we're planning to set the sidewalk, which is basically an 8-foot multi-use path. So this is a typical section sort of outside of the town center that we're looking at. We've got a 60-foot right-of-way, and you can see we've got the 11-foot travel lanes, the 3-foot paved shoulders, 7-foot shows grass right now as an offset, and then 8-foot multi-use path on both sides of the street. When we get closer to the center of town, those sidewalks are going to come next to the street. Hopefully the traffic will be slower there. We've got the turning lanes, so we have to widen out the paved width there.
You get the 2-foot travel, the two 11-foot travel lanes in the middle, 3-foot shoulder on each side, a 7-foot grass buffer, and then the 8-foot multi-use path on each side of the road. We'll be upgrading the signals at the 106 intersection. This is another area where we're gonna need a taking, as the back of the multi-use path is this line here. Because of the multi-use path and putting in the pedestrian curb ramps, we would need to relocate the driveway, and this is just a quick sketch. Relocate the driveway so it's completely on Maple Street. We end up maintaining the 2-foot buffer on the west side and a 7-foot buffer on the east side until we get up to Charlene. At Charlene, that's the end of the project, and we're looking at right now, we're proposing another crossing across South Street. However, there are some safety concerns in this area with sight distance as you're coming around the curve, and we're reviewing that with MassDOT and trying to determine how to make that safer.